Hello, welcome to our video presentation. Today we will introduce our research project, visualization of privacy problems of social networks for young users. This is Yilun.
And I'm Peng Chu.
I'm Chen Guang.
Yeah.
Action.
Okay, this is Yilun. I will introduce our content at first. And the first content is the introduction and background. The second one is timetable and group works. The third one is the methods and results. And the last one is the discussion and the conclusion. Okay, and the first one is the introduction and background. I will introduce the introduction at first. What we are doing in this project is to make the privacy and terms visualization and to improve young users' awareness of privacy protection. So there will be two small checkpoint schemes showing a prototype style, one for Facebook and one for YouTube and also the Google service. And we designed an adventure game for Facebook. User will play a young warrior to adventure in the dangerous and choose social media world to finish the challenges to prove their ability can protect themselves well. And for YouTube, users need to help their online pets to escape from the bottom of a well. And then we'll introduce the backgrounds of our stories. For the Facebook, recently there are some privacy issues reported by the media, such as the Facebook, a big brand company, track the users' information and do illegal using, and the Twitter full of the automated bot accounts to install users. So just like the Facebook and the Twitter, they have large set users active on it every day. However, they are meeting some privacy issues done by these big companies, they believe. Produce this kind of result is because the privacy and terms are too boring and the less people like to read it, so more people lack knowledge of privacy. What's worse, social media always can attract the young users to join in, and the young users usually like post their personal information online. There is a research so that 91% post their photos and 71% post their school name, and 53% of them post the email address, and 20% of them post their personal phone number online. And you can hear that because the teenagers are not easy to control and teach them to care about their privacy issue. So we take teenagers as our stakeholders in this project and try to improve their awareness of social media privacy issue. And the second part is the timetable and group works. As you can see, we start the project in the week 5 and we to do our work individually here. And the third part is about the methods and the results. And Peng Ju will introduce some of the privacy and terms subjects for you.
Hi, I'm Peng Ju, and I will introduce the how we collect the information about this. Look at this. First of all, I read the context of the whole privacy policy and then plan out the more important parts. For Facebook, there are 5 parts. Information Facebook collects. How do Facebook use this information? How is this information shared? How can users manage information about themselves? How do Facebook respond to legal requests or prevent harm? Then I select the more important content in each section, mainly to select some parts that are ambiguous in description or that most people do not know. For example, social media must provide the government with any information if they receive the government request. We make the question based on this request. For example, the question is, under what circumstances Facebook will share users' information with regulator or law enforcement. Then we make all the questions based on this important issue. Next, Chunguang will next, Yilun will introduce the design methods.
Okay, we will take the Facebook story as an example here. We designed to use those spy news mentioned before as a background to build an exciting and choice virtual social media world in game to catch users' attention and interest at first. And the second one, we will to set our checkpoints. Follow the important privacy identified by Pengzhi before. We divide the game into 5 small checkpoints and related with each privacy point about the Facebook issue, and let users to challenge each checkpoint. And then, because there are some questions not easy to choose answers, so we create an incentive. We create an incentive to encourage users whether they pass or fail in the game. At the last, there is a big reward wait for them as well. And the fourth part is the find sources. After this design, we start to search available user resources online, and some resources also need us to redesign and combine to meet our requirements at this part. And the last part is the comparison. In order to make some comparisons, although we use the same design method in YouTube application, we try to design it in a different style. Different as the Facebook dark style background, we use a light and cute style in the YouTube part. And the next part is the development method, and I will pass it to Chunguang.
Hello, my name is Chunguang Wang. In my part, I will introduce the development method of the whole designing and our completed products. So, firstly, we choose the Proto.io as our tool because the feasibility and the functionality of this tool. Secondly, the search of and the prepare of the material which related to the story we created for attracting young users' attention. In the process of the developing, all the functions and links can be made in this tool. So you can create a new interaction, then you could select many functions in the given categories. After we finish the final product, all the documents are uploaded on the student server. Then I will show you the complete products about the Facebook.
Now I will introduce how to use our product about the Facebook. Before you can log in, you need to create a new account. So just click the button and get started. That's a normal process to register an account. Put your first name and your surname. Just follow the instruction. Continue and choose your gender. Create your password. And here's our main story page, which is different from the normal register process. And this is the building game we created to improve the user's interest. And you can click anywhere to start the game. And the knight will move to the first checkpoint, which is about the privacy collection. There will be 3 elements correspond to the 3 quizzes. All you need is to click the elements and go for the question. By the way, you need to follow the same direction of the arrow. And in the question page, you need to choose one option to trigger the next action. If you, for example, if you choose the right answer, and then if you can go through the next question, and if you choose the wrong answer, the related policy will be shown for you, and you can keep trying until you choose the right answer. And when you finish all the 3 questions in a small part, you can collect a key. Then you go to the next part. And there are 5 parts in our game, which are privacy collection, usage of the information, share information, privacy management, and rules. And you can collect 1 key in each part and 5 keys in total. So when you get 5 keys, and you can open the final treasure box, then you can select the 1 reward from the list 3. Finally, you can pass all the register process and click sign up and creating your account.
Okay, that's our product. Next, Pengju will introduce the discussion and the conclusion.
Hello, I'm Pengju, and I will continue introduce the 4th part, discussion and conclusion. The main deliverable of our project is to use application to make the attractive privacy policy. We believe that the combination of story and game can attract the students to understand the privacy policy, but there are still some constraints. For example, the privacy issue is a problem faced by all users, not just high school students. This game may only attract some young people but cannot cover all ages. There is another limitation is that the game cannot show all the terms of privacy policy, so we join the full vision of the privacy policy. User can read it if they want. To solve these problems, there is another future work we should do. The future work is to do the survey among high school students and then make some changes based on their feedback in the form or content of the game. Our project is mainly aimed at young teenagers who are interested in the game, but this cannot cover users of all ages. The future work may be to provide the other methods to show privacy policy to improve the awareness of all the users. The next part is conclusion. In conclusion, the visualization of the privacy policy is more attractive than the plain text form. We hope that through the visualization, young teenagers' attention of privacy policy will be enhanced. Social media plays a very important role in the current social development, whether the social media companies are popular or not. We will request a lot of privacy information when user registers an account. If the user's privacy awareness has not improved, even that's similar to the loss of user privacy will always happen. After improving the privacy awareness of users is a great help in resolving the recent frequent privacy issues. In this way, the user's rights can be protected when using social media. Next, these are our references. Thank you. Our presentation is finished.